guys, I'm currently a freshman in college. I'm almost done with my first year, and my high school experience was okay. My senior year was completely awful. I wish I could go back and change the whole entire year. It was really bad. Also, like, I had some friend issues as well. Like, I had really close friends, like best friends, and then when it came to high school, like, these friends drifted away, kind of betrayed me in a way, and some of them just kind of, left. And it hurts a lot. So, yeah. First, I'm going to talk about my senior year. I'm not going to tell you too much about it because it's something that I still struggle with today. I was in a relationship with my ex-boyfriend for almost 2 years, and like, it was kind of serious. We told each other we loved each other and stuff like that, and well, you think it's all good, you're like, oh, it's gonna last forever, stuff like that. Well, if I could go back and give myself advice during that year, I would tell myself, don't think that this is gonna last forever. Like, enjoy it while it lasts, but don't put like everything into it, and don't kind of make it a part of you. Like, you'll be able to move on a lot better afterwards, like after a breakup or something, if you don't really rely on this person as much, or be your own person, like be more independent, don't be so dependent on someone else. And even though you think that you guys are gonna be together forever and stuff like that, more than likely it just doesn't work out that way. It's a hard fact, but it's true. I've learned it the hard way. Yeah, I would just say, be who you are. Don't let anybody else tell you what to do. Even if you like them and you think that it's okay to change a little bit of yourself for them, like, it's not. Like, be who you are and don't change for anybody else. And, don't. So I was in a really long relationship, It was pretty serious. We told each other, I loved you. He would say things like, oh, we're gonna marry each other, and, like, that we're gonna be with each other for, like, ever, whatnot. Like, I believed that, and I wanted to believe that, and stuff like that, but, when it came time, when, like, we split up, I was really heartbroken, and I fell into a really, really deep depression, and I was depressed for 6 months, and it was the worst time of my life. Like, it was awful. I wanted to feel invisible. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't go to school for like a week or two, like, after the breakup. I couldn't even handle, like, seeing them. Couldn't handle talking to them. Nothing. Like, it was really bad. I wish I didn't waste a half a year, just trying to get over this guy. And, like, another person does not define who you are. If, like, you have a boyfriend and you split up, don't think that it's your fault. Like, yeah, maybe you contributed something to it that made things not work out, but don't blame yourself for what happened. Don't think that you're not good enough, because you are good enough, and it just didn't work out because it's just something wasn't there. Like, that's it. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it while it happened, while things were good and stuff like that. It did change me in a way, some ways for good, some ways for worse, but you know, it is what it is. I learned some things from it, and like that's what you kind of got to think of, like when things go wrong, with either like a friendship or, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend. You learn from the experience. Like you learn what you want, what you don't want, what to do, what not to do, stuff like that. Really just take it as life comes to you. Take it as life comes to you, because things are gonna happen. Crap is gonna happen to you, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So just try and make the best decisions, and if you make a bad one, then just move on. Like that's the best you can do, and I know that that's hard to hear because I didn't even want to hear it, but it's just what you gotta do. And trust me, you'll live through it. I didn't think I would. I don't know. So I don't want to talk about, you know, how far and deep in depression I got, because that's kind of a really touchy topic for me. But so just about relationship issues, like you're gonna have relationships, sometimes they're gonna work out, sometimes they won't, you know, there's gonna be good and bad aspects to those relationships, and you just can't expect everything to go perfectly. And I would have to say, you know, number one rule in high school when you have a boyfriend, or like even later on in life as well, don't change yourself. Don't change yourself for anybody. Like, it's not worth it. Trust me, it's just, you're gonna kind of lose who you are, and you don't want to do that, because who you are is special and important, and you don't want to lose that. That's something very special and makes you you and unique and like worthwhile. And don't ever feel like, you know, if guys aren't giving me attention, or if guys aren't looking at me, like, don't ever feel like you're not good enough, you know. Sometimes, like, even if you feel like, you know, no guy's interested in stuff, trust me, there's probably some guy out there who thinks you're cute and just never has the guts to say anything. So yeah, and I mean, you're gonna go through heartbreak no matter what. It's just gonna happen, but you know, you live and you learn from it, and you pick yourself back up, and you better yourself from it. So yeah. And about the friend thing, like, I had a couple best friends in middle school, and when we got to high school, you know, she hung out with like all the popular kids, stuff like that, and then, you know, I didn't hear from her that much. You know, I tried to talk to her, and then one day, you know, I go up to her in the hall, I'm just like, hey, you know, we don't hang out that much, we should definitely hang out, you know, soon, like maybe this weekend, next weekend, whatever. And she's like, oh, well, I'm sorry, we can't, I've got more important friends I have to hang out with. And I'm just like, what? Like, what? Like, you don't say that. And what happened, you know, like, we were best friends, stuff like that. So that really hurt. Honestly, I really, really disliked her throughout the entire high school years. Like, really disliked her. And you know what's funny is, actually at my job now, I saw her a couple times. She comes in, and I was like, oh no, you know, like, she used to be my best friend, and then, you know, she was really rude to me, and I don't want to see her. So like, I turned around, but then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go up there and say hi and be nice, because that's just who I am. So I went up and I said hi, and you know, like, she actually said hi, and she remembered me, and you know, she was nice about it, and she wasn't like just ignoring me or mean or rude. And you know, like, after a couple years and you see these people again, even if you really disliked them, or if, you know, you had a outfalling or something like that, or you had an argument or something, you know, just broke you up with this like friend or something like that, if you see them like years later, trust me, you're not gonna hate each other. Like, you're just not. Like, it's gonna pass, and it'll be fine, and trust me, you'll make new friends, and you'll know what you're looking for in a friend. You know what you're not looking for in a friend, and, you know, you really do learn who your friends are. You even more learn who your friends, like, truly are, and which ones stay with you after you graduate high school, because that's when, like, everybody goes away and you don't see them, and then you just stop talking to them, and, you know, you see who, like, the real people are, like, the real people who, like, really want to hang out with you, really want to talk to you and stuff after that. So, yeah. And, another best friend of mine, you know, she moved away, and that was really hard on me. She was awesome, and the truth is, like, I really miss her, and, you know, once in a while I'll say hi and stuff, but, like, you know, I kind of feel like, you know, we don't talk anymore, and, you know, she probably forgot about me and stuff like that. You know, that sucks when a friend moves away, you know. It's kind of hard to keep talking when, like, you know, you don't have any similarities anymore, and, well, they have a new life than you do, but, you know. And then, my best friend of all time, this is also hard to talk about, but I'll briefly go over it. My best friend throughout my life, we became friends in first grade. Funny story, but anyway, love her to death. Like, my family was her family was my family, you know, like, we were like sisters, like, literally sisters. People would just say that we're sisters all the time. Her siblings were my siblings were hers. Like, it just worked that way, and our parents were always there for both of us, and, like, I don't know, and we went through so much together. We were always there for each other, and then, like, moved to a different high school, and that was fine. You know, we were still really, really close because it wasn't too far away. We were really, really tight. And then, like, sophomore year came around, and she was having, you know, family problems, and I tried to be there for her, and, you know, she went away. Let's put it that way. She went away and hung out with people who I would say are really bad influences, and I wish she would have let me be there for her. I tried so hard to be there for her, for me to, like, support her. I told her she could, you know, stay at my house for a while. Like, I told her, you know, I would be there for her no matter what, and, you know, she never took up my offer, so she went with the other people, and people who weren't as good of friends, and who I believe didn't care about her as much. But hey, you know, I try talking to her now all the time, and I never get a response back. Like, I still talk to her family, but she won't talk to me, and, you know, I just have to think about it. Like, you have to think about it. Like, just don't get mad. Like, it's okay. Like, I get upset about it. Like, I get really hurt about it, but don't get mad about it, because, you know what, you can just be there for her whenever, like, they're ready to come back. You know, just welcome them in wide open arms, and just, you know, always be there for them no matter what happens. If they, you know, make a bad choice, you know, just be there for them. Don't be like, oh, well, you screwed up, you know, bye. Like, you don't do that to friends. Not good friends. Like, that just, if you're a good friend, you'll be there for them, no matter how long they've left you for, and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's kind of my ramble. You know, I had a rough high school experience. Definitely wasn't the best years of my life, but, you know, you'll meet new people, you'll have new relationships, you'll go through a bunch of crap, you'll go through, like, really good stuff. You know, life happens, and you gotta learn to move on and learn from mistakes, and yeah, it's hard in the moment. It is very hard, and I can honestly say that I did not handle it the best. I handled it really badly. Like, I took everything to heart, and I thought everything was just wrong with me and everything was my fault, and you know, that's something I had to learn, you know, not to do. And like, I wish that I would have known that, and I would have, you know, I would have saved an ocean of tears. I would have, you know, saved a lot of time that I wasted just, you know, sitting there in bed thinking, what did I do? Like, why am I, like, what's wrong with me and stuff like that. So, you know, it will happen and you'll have those moments, and that's okay, but don't spend so much time on that. Like, try and pick yourself up and move on. Think about all the good things in life, like the friends that you do still have, your family, like your friends, they're there for you. Like, you just gotta know that, you know, it's okay, and people will come and go, and, you know, that's alright. And you're worth it. You're worth everything. So, yeah. I'm sorry that was really long. I just wanted to get that out there. I could be helping even one person out right now. Like, I'd be so happy, because that sucks. Going through that sucks. And I really hope that I could change at least one person's life because of this and make it just a little bit better, because that would be worth it to me. So, yeah.